up a little bit if you wanted to, like Bringers of Fire and Chaos or something like that.
Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean. I like it.
That's probably like in like freaking fine print under our original.
Harbingers of Fire and Chaos.
I do like the word harbinger.
I like
That
Harbinger.
sounds very ominous. That sounds ominous though. Like, oh hey, we just bring fire and chaos. That's all we do.
Because it's not a lot. It's not all fire and chaos.
I mean, it is when I'm involved.
You are, yeah.
I bring many weapons.
Less so with Zeta.
For some type of work, we should maybe have two names. Like one name is one when we're trying to sound like
innocent,
intimidating, and another name when we're trying to sound like more reliable. You know, like if we're trying to get a job where they're going to want someone trustworthy and reliable, Harbingers of Fire and Chaos might not be the name.
Right.
We really need to get this shit under control. Who should we call?
The Sunhearts.
What about for something just to tie back into the Fire and Chaos? What about the Conflagrant Few?
Oh, that's not bad.
That sounds fancy. Conflagrant Few.
Conflagrant just means on fire.
Yeah, en fuego, baby.
It's catchy. It's short.
Yeah. And there are definitely a few of us.
Right, and we'll sometimes change numbers a bit, so you don't have to be like, the quartet or anything. For instance, we've got 6 now.
There's no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
How about the Fragrant for you?
The Fragrant Few?
With these 2 zombies, it's gonna be real fragrant, alright?
Flatulent Few.
Whoa.
Well, we probably stink most of the time.
No, I'm pretty good about using prestidigitation.
He is. He's good at cleaning this up.
But the zombies.
Fragrant?
The zombies, though. I can't do anything about that. They're decaying as we speak. Pretty soon they'll just be skeletons.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. This is adorable.
Hell yeah. It's a cockatrice.
Okay, so what did I miss?
We might have come across or decided on our name.
I don't know.
Can you guys type it out and see if I like it? I think I will like it.
It's Team Heretics. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
not a heretic.
20.
I like that. It sounds fancy, and
Which
conflagrant
one?
probably means fire.
I'm not a fan of Conflagrant Few because it sounds like we're on fire.
I mean, sometimes we are.
Yeah, we are. I mean,
that's how he died.
Literally and figuratively.
I almost burned to death. He did burn to death.
This is true.
Trust me, the 2 of you will be on fire soon too.
Well, technically, you set Zeta on fire already, so.
Oh shit, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we just need to set Remy on fire, and that's it.
Alright, come here, Remy. You have blood in, blood out. Come here.
Fire.
Gonna burn you in.
I still like Harbingers of Fire and Chaos.
That'll be our serious name.
That does sound a little more ominous for somebody who might want a little more reliable party or something. I don't know. But honestly, we're probably not good for that sort of work anyway. We're better for work that would be for a party that's our Harbingers of Fire and Chaos. I mean, that kind of fits with what we're good at.
Except
Plus
for the
the
fire. Fire is really focused on the one. Just other than that, we've been all set on fire.
I don't know. Maybe my magic will let me cast fire spells soon. Then we could set fire on everything. Oh, set fire. Technically, you could set fire
Well,
too.
I
'cause
mean, you could say the
hellish.
same thing about the conflagration few because that's fire-based as well.
True.
I just like it because it reminds me of Dark Souls a little bit.
True.
Ashen One.
Ex-
Then again, Ashen Ones would have worked too because we all burnt a little bit.
We could just call ourselves Exterminatus. Because that is what we do.
He's not wrong. Anyways, we could decide this finally when we get to a point where we need to decide it. But I like the options we have so far.
Okay. So we had left off, it was about 3 p.m., I believe. And you were still at Celadri's house.
Yep.
Indeed. And she was laughing at us because we were talking about the stair being fucked up.
Yeah, we're trying to repair. She has helped us out a lot, actually.
Quite a bit.
How about Alibaba and the 600 rats?
Ooh. Ooh. That's quite good.
Not really
What
the
about the rest of
Alibaba
us?
part, but maybe throw the rats part in there would be funny too.
That would be kind of funny.
I feel like that should be like Zeta's code name. Because it only applies to her, really.
Ratmaster.
The Rat Queen, such a lovely name.
Oh, wow.
Crazy rat lady.
Oh, I don't like that one.
They're getting worse and worse.
Yeah, they are.
Raticide.
Anyway, back to what we should probably just move on, and maybe something we'll figure something out
Yeah,
along the way.
maybe something will show
Yeah.
its face.
It's gonna be hard to please everyone, but I think it'll be good to find something that everyone likes.
So what is Celadri doing right now?
You guys were, I believe if I remember right, trying to get out so that you could go and catch up with the halflings?
Right.
Right.
But she was still just sitting down with tea with you.
We should really try to make it up to her for some reason. Like, she helped us out, so maybe ask her if she needs us to do anything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Did we already tell her about us solving the problem and all that?
Yeah, we even showed her the
Yeah.
big old lie, which she...
I told her the whole
Ca-
story.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
This is some good tea.
And she had asked to keep the stone tablet you found.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I showed that to her. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave it with her. Shit, yeah. It's fine. No worries. She'll end up being the big bad boss of the whole campaign. I know it. It's cool.
I would rather she not. She cast what I assume is a high level spell, like just nonchalantly, like that.
I'm gonna ask
I
her.
believe it was a 4th level spell.
Remy asked her if she knows anything about the festival we're going to.
Oh, the Duna's Favor Festival, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds like the one.
Yes, it's Well, it's celebrated quite widely in Imrand, but not much beyond its borders. I can't say I've been in the past 100 years or so, but it was quite a welcoming time. The dwarves are a very happy and welcoming people on their holidays in particular.
Or is there anything we should like in particular we should watch out for or look for or like?
Ooh, any fighting events?
Yes, there are combative events. Well, the original tale from their myths is that the gods had a competition for Duna's favor, hence the name of the festival. So there are competitions of all sorts.
Acrobatics? Maybe?
Wrestling?
I
Maybe?
remember there was a foot race when last I went.
Ooh, Remy, that sounds like something you'd be good at.
Wrestling,
maybe.
I'm a good runner.
they had done wrestling events, combat events.
They might not let you
Um,
change into a horse or something, Zeta. Probably against the rules.
It's not what I was really thinking.
Oh, okay. You would be fast though if you did that, or like change into a. I don't know if you've ever.
Can I
They
jump?
have these. They have like some cats with spots on them, and they're really fast. I've heard about.
Cheetahs.
Is that what they are? Have you seen one? Do you know
Um,
how to change into a cheetah?
mountain forest region. Would I have seen a cheetah be? Probably not.
No, I don't really think so, no.
But I wonder if I could jump as part of my running, because I'm a pretty amazing jumper,
Yeah, with the spell especially.
right?
Just do a horizontal jump.
The jump has to be, like, your jump is considered part of your movement. So you can't, like, move 10 feet, jump 15 feet, move 10 feet, jump 15 feet, move 10
Gotcha.
feet.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Ooh.
Maybe I'm not as fast as I was hoping.
I think you can move up to 15 feet and then jump. Or you can just move your full speed.
Gotcha.
So your jump is 5 feet plus strength score. So Zeta's strength is +1, right?
0.
0, so it's 5 feet. So with the jump spell, you jump 15 feet.
That's not impressive.
So it would just come out to the same 30 feet of movement.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's other things I can do there.
Who knows? Maybe you'll find your friend that keeps evading us for some reason.
Oh, that reminds me. Celadry, do you know my friend Sprig by any chance?
Is that the... Is that the kobold I've seen running around in the swamp?
Yes, that's exactly who it is.
Wait, your friend's a kobold?
Kobold? What's that?
Yeah.
You failed to mention that part, I feel like.
What does that matter? It's my friend.
I mean, I guess it doesn't, but it might have. I mean, kobolds are typically, Yeah.
What? Typically what?
Well, I don't want to say evil, but
She's not evil. She's
combative.
She was in
Not
my
very
druid
friendly.
school with me.
Well, I mean, I understand. I'm just saying you probably should have said that, because if I saw a kobold before, I probably would have just blasted it.
Oh, well, don't do that.
Well, yeah, I mean, now I'm going to think twice, and then still blast it, but I'll let you know about it.
No,
He's gonna feel really bad about it.
Don't hurt my friend Sprig. Please don't.
Yeah, but your friend's really powerful, right?
Well, she was in the same school as me.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Um,
Anyway,
I-
Celadri,
Zeta
can you
does
tell
know-
us more?
about your friend?
Mm-hmm.
There's not much to say, really. I haven't seen much of her. I just catch a glimpse once in a while now that the fog is gone, especially I see her more often, but
Well, she's
No.
been setting traps to stop the Bollywogs for a while. And if you wanted me to show you on a map, I can actually show you where I've seen most of them. Because then I assume now that the Bollywogs are dinner for the lizard folk again, we probably won't need them. But that's up to you, Celadri, because this is where you live.
well, the traps are much more visible now that the fog is gone, so I don't imagine she'll be setting any more up.
Very true.
Thank God. I fell into like 2 of those.
Sorry about that, Wilfred.
The bullywugs will likely see them anyways and avoid them, so they'll end up just sitting around until someone or something sets them off by accident, or your friend tears them down, I imagine.
Alright, I just don't want anyone hurt.
There aren't many people that come out this way in the swamp.
You just
The
leave them
people
up
of
for
Baden
those...
tend to head further west.
Ah, damn.
Well,
I
if you see
understand
her,
completely.
she's really awesome. She's my best friend. I mean, I have a lot of friends. I just made 600 and how many the other day? I forget.
637, I think?
I just made 637 new friends the other day. Well,
Call-
I already knew one of them, so 636.
Calm down, MySpace Tom.
Wow, Zeta.
They're rats,
really,
okay?
You're really cutting me deep over here, considering you consider an army of rats your friends, but not us, man. That's Wolfen puts his hand over his
I
heart
didn't
like, wow.
say you weren't my
you,
friend,
you
Wilfred.
wound me more than any blade has ever had.
I didn't say you weren't my friend. I just said I just made 636 new friends the other day.
But
But that
does
just
it-
means our friendship is the same as a friendship with rats. Oh, you
Does-
wound me.
Does it wound you as much as that fire did?
No, that fire burnt pretty hot. It hurt almost as much as that axe.
Yeah, you're pretty crispy.
Yeah, that axe is pretty sharp too. I already talked to Celadri about my spell scar, right?
I don't think you did, actually.
Well, we told a story, so that kind of was part of it, but maybe not details of it. Just that he died and
Came back, yeah.
came back, yeah.
Well, if she hasn't brought anything up by now, then I'm gonna let it slide.
Well,
Is it early enough for us to make it back to the, back to the halflings?
Oh,
It's only
right.
about 3 in the
Right.
afternoon, so it's definitely early enough. You still got like 6 or 7 hours of daylight?
Well, if there's nothing else, maybe we should get going.
I agree.
would you have any advice for us before we leave, Celadri?
Advice for before you go? Don't, try to not to decline hospitality while you're in Imrand.
So accept drinks.
It's considered an insult to decline hospitality.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank
So
you.
if you're offered a free drink or a place to stay, anything along those lines.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll just keep an eye out. I imagine even festivals like this attract some shady characters every once in a while.
Well, speaking of hospitality, thank you for yours. The tea was lovely.
Right.
Is
Thank
there
you.
anything that we can do for you on our travels?
Oh, I think I'll be mostly okay. But if you see anything perplexing in nature, I may be able to share more information of it, and I'd love to at least see it.
Well, we found Loremi. He's pretty fucking perplexing.
Well, I mean, Wilfred's been perplexing lately. And Zeta kind of elbows him a little bit.
Did we ask her about that?
What did you
No.
call me?
Since you said he resurrected, correctly? Am
Yeah,
I correct in remembering that?
yeah.
Yes, that definitely is bizarre.
Dying sucks.
He's different now.
I believe he's Spellscar, correct?
I believe so.
You
Yep.
mentioned
Sure.
that this corruptor infected him with some sort of magic.
Yes.
Well, normally for a Spellscar to occur, it needs to be a great deal of magical force directed into one's body. The most common ways for these are... Well, you would know more of them, and she gestures in your direction, Luthien.
Hmm.
Backlashes from the ley lines. When magic simply pours unbridled, similar to a lightning strike. They happen more often in areas with many magic users tapping into the ley lines, but those are more frequently what cause a spell scarring. Wilfred, with these new abilities that you're getting, it may be a better idea not to use them too often. But in the event that you're forced to use them for your travels or whatever journeys that you go on from and so on, if you do continue to use them, I imagine they'll continue to grow stronger, but they may shorten your life expectancy.
I'm gonna mull that over for a little bit. Strength, but closer to death.
So since she said that I would know about this, out of character B, is this kind of like Dark Sun, sort of? Where like the more people use magic, the more it's like destroying the planet almost?
Not really. It's just that the ley lines are... It's where all the magic travels through this network across the world. And when a spell is used, the energy from the ley line goes into the spell, performs the spell, and then disperses.
Mhm.
So it's when it disperses very frequently in the one concentrated area, then sometimes it can cause something like a lightning storm of just raw magic energy.
Okay.
So it's in the cloisters it happens with relative frequency, like 3 or 4 times a year usually. But basically it's just like a giant storm for a couple of minutes. And
Okay,
it's
so
usually those storms that cause spell scarring.
okay. So not really like Dark Sun, it's temporary, not anything.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just more like... I'm trying to think of how, like, what happens in the real world like it. It really is pretty much just like a thunderstorm in a valley or something like that.
Mhm.
Where everything gets contained in one area for such a long time that it's just extremely explosive when the energy is released.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, don't worry, everyone. I'll try not to use this power as often as, well, Luthien, as I point a thumb towards Luthien's way. Only in the most dire of situations. But I am thankful for your advice. And I give Cylindri a little bow. So is everyone ready to go?
I just the only thing I've got to ask her is if she's got any more of those inks, the magical inks for spells and such, for scribing them.
Unfortunately, I'm in the midst of some experimentation, so I don't have any that I can spare. It
Ooh.
takes too long to make more, you see.
Of course. What kind of experimentation are you into?
I'm tampering a little bit with the older magics.
Ooh, do
I'm not
tell.
sure that you would understand much.
Like druid
Ow.
magic?
Ow.
The old magic has been out of circulation in Elven lands for at least 400 years.
I mean, maybe we should get it back into circulation.
Which is why I'm tampering.
Well, maybe
I'm
I can help.
attempting to use arcane means to perform old magic. Rather than attempting through any of the old teachings.
Sounds
Two are better than
dangerous.
one. Two are better than
I
one. Maybe
found
I
it
can help.
I found it extremely taxing.
Well, I don't know much about magic, but when you're trying to conduct one energy into another, it sounds kind of dangerous.
Kind of? No, it's definitely dangerous.
Well, it's a good thing nobody lives near her, eh?
It's like turning a glass of water into a glass of fire, I'm assuming.
I mean, that's easy. You want me to do it?
Yeah, I can do that too. Or at least I can set some water or flame on top.
I'm sure she knows what she's
At
doing.
present, I'm experimenting with the creation of water through druidic spells.
Well, this is a good place to live. You don't have to worry about any extra flooding.
Indeed, it helps being so high above the water.
Don't want to flood your own house.
But if I can manage to do this, then it would pave the way for wizards like myself and you, Luthien, to perform the old spells again.
That'd be nice. How much water do you think you'd be able to create at a time, though?
Sorry, I have to check the spell again. Well, if I remember correctly, I was no druid, I was just around at the time. The spell can create up to 10 gallons?
Not bad for drinking water if you're in the desert.
Exactly. Alternatively, it can destroy water to alleviate flooding.
Cool.
Or deprive your enemy of their rations and water.
I suppose so.
Not as cool, but effective nonetheless.
Well, if you could destroy water, then maybe you can destroy water inside of a creature, leaving them dehydrated.
That seems like another experiment that I don't expect to find many willing subjects for.
Well, I mean, people
slap
can
him
be
on the
made
back.
willing.
Luthien, I think you
What?
can make yourself useful now. Oh,
Oh.
later.
You think I should run the experiment on you?
I would advise against that.
I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Well, you both die.
That and I don't know if casting magic at me is a good idea anymore.
He's already died once, he can die a second time.
Now that I think about it, did I say anything when I died, or like did I go to the afterlife, as it were?
You saw the face of God. Me.
It was
No,
ugly.
because you had been knocked unconscious before you died, so it was just nothingness. So it was like you closed your eyes and opened them again, and you were somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Damn. Well,
Yep.
thank you for the
alright
tea.
then.
Yes, thank you again for everything.
Useful trip is useful.
All right. Don't forget to
Floss. Bye.
pass your. Yeah. See you later. I was talking to Luthien. Don't forget your, about your disc and all that.
Oh, sure enough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we don't really need it anymore. The zombies are carrying everything.
How are they? Okay.
Yeah. They're carrying a chest full of clothes
Remy's
and a
just
chest full of gold.
yeah, Remy's just worried about the treasure.
Oh yeah.
What
How
about
are we
the
gonna get them
eye?
across?
Did we leave the eye? Are we leaving the eye behind or something?
I
You
hope
didn't
so.
know, right?
Did she want it? I don't remember.
She banished it already.
Yeah, she banished
that's
it to
right.
a demiplane because no one wanted it.
Good riddance to that thing.
I feel like it could have been used for something. Like for alchemical purposes or something.
Poison. Oh well. If we kill any strange magical creatures, we'll be sure to bring them over here to you. So let's go get the zombies, guys.
Yay! Let's go get Guts and Gory and get out of here.
How are they gonna cross, though?
I mean, didn't we decide we'd like put them in the boat or something?
No, they can't. They don't fit in the boat. But we can do my water walk charms.
But they don't have to go that far.
We
Just
really
a
don't.
ways.
We just need to go across this like one area of water.
They can cross down here.
They're kind of heavy. I highly doubt they can swim, but they should be able to walk across the bottom of the water, I feel like.
Also remember, Zeta, out of character, you still have your water walk charms too.
Well, yeah,
I think.
mentioned that, but Luthien also said that it's not. We don't have to go very far.
Yeah, it's such a waste of the charms for them to they just need to cross just any part here.
I would say though that having them walk is very, very risky. It's probably muddy. They might get stuck.
Not to mention, remember gators, giant gators.
Yeah, remember that one guy Remy pissed off? Not one guy, one gator,
He wrestled him, okay? He
which was very
Crocodile
impressive,
Dundee
by the
that
way.
motherfucker.
Who?
He's a guy. Don't worry. He's a
Okay.
guy.
Zeta
He
takes a
specifically
deep
wrestles
sigh
crocodiles.
and reaches in her bag for the water walk charm, holds it in front of her, and looks at everybody, waiting for a go ahead and break it
That's what they're for,
confirmation.
right?
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Zeta cracks the charm in half.
Can the charm work on 2 or just 1 each?
Huh?
Can one charm work on both of them, or do you need to
Everybody.
use 2?
Everybody.
Yeah,
Oh,
one charm hits the entire party.
Yep, up to
Okay.
8 people.
Okay. Well, then I guess we're doing that.
Alrighty, let's go fetch him. It's gonna be good to see them, the halflings, again.
They're probably dead.
I hope they're not.
Don't say that. You're gonna jinx it.
I said
Listen.
I hope they're alive.
If my saying they're probably dead is what kills them, then half this world would be gone.
Touche.
Hmm.
Also, I'd be much more powerful than I thought.
That sounds like a spell you would have to cast.
Yeah, it's called Power Word Kill.
So as you're approaching the where you left the wagon,
I want to send the orcs ahead.
No,
Don't do that.
Zeta's already walked up. You can't.
Oh, I
um,
wanted to scare them.
as you're approaching the wagon, though, you see there's
Well, that was suspenseful.
Hmm.
Did your audio cut out, B?
I take that as a yes for
Yeah.
now.
is that better?
There
Yep,
you go.
there you go.
Yes.
Okay. Um. So as you're approaching, you actually see there's kind of a barricade set across between the two trees that you couldn't get the wagon through. And along the edge of the grass on both sides from there, for several feet, there's a barricade made out of spears. Just buried partway into the ground, poking outwards. The wagon itself looks not too much worse for wear. There's a little bit. You see some blood and mud spattered on the the canopy.
Oof.
But past the wagon, there is a relatively sizable heap of charred corpses. And it takes a moment, but you see
Okay, just want to make sure you're fine.
Pincus pokes his head up from inside the wagon. And he's got a bandage around his neck that's got like a little bit of a red patch on the left side. And his armor is definitely muddied up. But other than that, he looks pretty much okay.
Ahoy!
Hey, welcome back, guys.
Are you alright?
Are you a sailor now?
Well, we just had a lot of those frog things came after us while we were waiting for you.
Are you
Oh.
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just let me get the barricade down here, and he comes around. And, he starts pulling up the spears to make a path for you to come through. and he looks up when he gets to the barricade and sees the hulking orcs in the middle of you. And he pauses for a second and looks at you, Zeta, since you're in the front. Should I be worried about them?
No, 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 no. They're with us, sort of.
I peek over her shoulder. They're dead.
Yeah, they take commands
They
from
got a funny
Luthien.
way of showing that.
They're taking commands from Luthien right now.
I mean, so do I. I mean, I technically died, so I think I look
what?
pretty okay.
Yeah, like half the people here are actually dead zombies.
Or died at one point. It's a long story. We could explain it on the way back.
I don't feel like there's really any way to explain that, and it makes sense.
Yeah,
You kinda had to be there.
This whole situation was just
Chaos.
fabar from the start. Anyways, let's see how you two are doing, and we just pile towards the wagon, I guess.
Oh, Luthien, you might know more about, well, you definitely know more about it than me.
What's that?
Could you talk to Kaylee?
Okay. I can. What am I talking to her about?
Her magic showed up while you were gone.
Her magic
Oh.
showed up while we were gone.
Oh.
I mean, is her magic like the magic time downstairs, or what are you talking about?
Zeta whacks Luthien in the arm. No, dummy.
And I whack him behind the head.
And around then is when Kaylee pokes her head out from behind the wagon. Her hair is like a huge frizzy mess, and her eyes are the same, like, shockingly bright blue.
Nice hairdo.
After a few seconds, you see, like, a spark jump through her hair. Yeah, so she throws lightning now?
Nah, I would never have guessed.
Cool.
Like,
Wow.
she does it just like out of control, or she does it, on command.
It showed up when the second group of those frog things attacked.
How long ago
Well,
was that?
that's helpful.
The day after you left.
Dang.
I don't know how long we've been gone.
The days do tend to run together, don't they?
I spent a lot of.
I believe you were underground for 5 days, so just under a week?
How did you know we were underground? You been spying on us?
No, that's out of character. I'm mentioning that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did spend a lot of time in that cave.
How long were we down there? 5 days?
Yeah.
Better part of.
Nice.
Was it a
Yes.
cave or like tree roots or both or what?
Well, I mean, it was
It was kind of a network of caverns underneath the tree roots. Well, mixed through the tree roots.
either way. Okay. So we left them for 5 days straight.
They did a tremendous job, actually. As I am looking
Yeah.
at their barricades.
Do you
It's
guys need
kind of all
any?
painted here really quick.
Do you need any healing or anything?
Did you fix the wagon?
Yeah, I got the wheel back on.
Well,
It
then what-
seems secure, but I've never really worked with wagons before, so...
So the answer to my question is no.
Hold on,
The
let me go
answer
take a
is he
look.
thinks so, but he's not sure.
Let me go take a look at it. I'll go
Um,
inspect it while they're talking.
look, Wilfred, you've seen, like, in your tour of duty, you've seen enough times when people had to patch it. It doesn't look spotless, it definitely looks like there's still damage, but everything is back in place again. It looks about on par to what you've seen in some, like, mid-battle repairs. So, it's intact, but it would probably fall apart a few hours on the road.
Well, it could use a little mending, but so far he did the best as he could have. Good job.
How about you two? Do you need any mending?
No, I think I'm pretty much back to myself.
Okay.
That poison's a real killer, huh?
Yeah, it put me down for the better part of a day.
Ah, same. They kept shooting me in the face with it.
In the face?
Yeah, a couple times. I don't know if you noticed, but the rest of me's pretty heavily armored.
Also, his face is pretty ugly, so I'd shoot it too.
Luthien.
I'm just saying. He's extra crispy
What
right
the
now. He just
H?
got burned. I'm gonna inspect Kaylee. I'm assuming she's a sorcerer.
When you head back, yeah, you do know that she definitely didn't get any time studying on the flotilla? As far as you're aware, at least. And if she had, she probably would have at least known a cantrip or something.
Yeah.
You do know that Lamo was, had studied at a bardic school, so he's kind of like the frat house of wizardry, but something that you were familiar with at least.
Yeah.
Luthien, when you're done over there, could you help me out with this wheel?
Now, you take care of that.
I'll help.
Can you mend this magically?
No. I guess I can't help. Luthien, get your ass over there and help Wilfred, please.
I like that you started off as a command and then turned it into a question, and then you like polite by the end. I like how you do that. It's enjoyable.
Can you just go over there, please?
You did it again. You know, it's just... I really like that about you. Alright. I'll fucking go over there, and I'll mend the wagon wheel. Hopefully Kaylee doesn't shoot us with lightning while we're doing it.
She'll be fine. And I
Can't
point
be
out the
worse
areas
Then
that
your
need mending.
fireballs.
Where's Zeta? Am I not seeing
You're
her at all?
stepping on me.
You are literally sitting on her.
Oh, I didn't see it. For some reason, it didn't show the token for me.
Okay, so after mending the wagon wheel with Wilfred, then I will go and check Kaylee out, see how she's doing.
She's kind of sitting on the back of the wagon right now. She seems a bit uncomfortable either because she remembers dealing with you on the flotilla or just a little bit of nerves at the power that she has now.
So what all can you do, other than the lightning?
Mostly just the lightning.
Okay. So
Mostly?
I assume there's a tree or something around nearby.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, listen, shoot that lightning at that tree.
Okay. And she just points at it. And kind of similar to how when you make your move or make your somatic components, you speak your incantation. She just murmurs something under her breath and kind of scrunches her eyebrows a little bit. And lightning arcs from her shoulder all the way up her arm, off the tip of her finger, and launches and hits the tree trunk.
Whoa.
There's just a little crackle after as it disappears.
So it comes out of her hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice move.
So probably lightning bolt then? Or lightning lure?
It's actually not a spell you've seen before.
Oh.
This is just because it's sorcery and being weird. It's basically the same as Firebolt. It's just not Firebolt.
Oh, okay.
It does give you an idea, though. It might be possible for you to tweak the spells that you've got to do different elements.
That is useful.
Wow. That's neat.
So what else can you do other than the lightning?
Mostly the lightning, like I said.
Well,
But
she
you're
what's
saying
that
mostly, but
part?
mostly means there's something
Yeah.
else too.
Yeah, what's the
She
other
holds her
thing?
hands, palms up, and lightning just starts crackling up between her fingers like the prongs on a stun gun. And then she looks up and, well, I guess, slams her hands together.
Fucking thunder.
Wow.
Yeah, thunderclap.
Ah,
Well, I guess I'll make a
Yeah, I
con
need
save.
a constitution save from both of you.
Oh,
God damn it. Hey! Barely.
good job.
Yeah, so you both see her bring your hands together and cover your ears really quickly. And there's just this abrupt thunderclap that rolls out across the swamp.
Well, that was rude.
that was awesome.
You asked what other spells or whatever this is.
Told her to do it.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Y'all want you guys want me to show you how to do that?
No,
Okay then.
we're not
Other than
asking
that-
people to cast spells like you were.
Other than that, and she makes a twisting gesture with her hand and a few sticks on the ground not too far away just twirl in the air for a second before launching back in her direction. She catches one. Which is a spell that Zeta is familiar with, I believe.
Oh,
Oh,
I know how to
Gust.
do that one.
It's
So-
like lightning and wind, and I can move water a little bit too.
Wow.
So shape water. Okay. So nothing too impressive, mostly beginner level stuff. Okay.
I can do some bigger spells too, but most of it is like that.
Bigger spells?
Do you know a spell that can make like Luthien not be able to speak?
Ooh, I would learn that one.
Yeah, it's
I
called
must ad-
silence. I can cast it on you if you like.
I must admit, when he needs to speak to fight, it's not very good if he's quiet, unfortunately. Remember that one snake guy? Yeah, he's a real pain.
Just like a mute button, or I mean, like a spell that just makes him quiet for a few minutes. We'll turn him back on when he needs it.
Uh-huh.
I like how you're
I'm
referring
just
to our
messing
friend.
with you. I'm just messing with you, Luthien. You're always messing with everybody. I'm gonna mess with you too. Poking the bear.
Just thinking about how much I'd really like to cast sleep on one of you.
Okay, well,
Huh.
I
I'm
set the
already
horse.
falling asleep. You don't even have to cast anything.
You know,
Are
we
we
just
ready?
had a discussion about how you're the only one that hasn't been set on fire yet. We can rectify that right now.
No, well you hit me with one of your little ray things before, so I mean that counts, right?
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, he did hit you. Oh, so we all
I
been on fire.
didn't. I still got the scar right here.
And the best part is we've all been on fire that I set.
Yeah, not the finest points in this mission, but nonetheless.
I haven't set the halfling children on fire yet.
And you will not be doing so.
I mean, you say that.
We're both saying that.
I mean, y'all are saying that.
I'm gonna go get the horses ready. Let's just go.
Shall we?
Yes.
You might want to have your orc buddies pop into the back.
Why? I'm gonna make them walk.
Well, at the speed we're going, I'm assuming we're going to be going
Kinda.
the fast speed.
They
Uh.
kind of got a pretty awful smell.
Yeah, well, they're dead, so that's
Yeah,
how they
they're
smell.
not fresh.
Do we even need them?
It's why I wear the mask.
Do we need them? Like we could just put this treasure and stuff into the wagon and then.
That
Well, yeah,
will
we're gonna
only
do
last
that.
for a few hours.
What? No, they.
The wagon's gonna only last for a few hours.
Why would the wagon only last for a few hours?
No, Luthien patched it with his spell.
Oh, okay. I thought you patched
It
it and
was
it
the
was good.
damage that Pincus did or had fixed
Mm-hmm.
was a temporary fix that would have lasted a few hours on the road,
Gotcha.
but
Okay.
then would have given out again.
Well, Wilford knows about wagons, and I can mend whatever he says needs to be mended, so now it's good.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
But
But I'll
can't
have-
argue with that.
I'll have the zombies walk behind the wagon. That way we're hopefully upwind of them, and they don't just wander into stuff. Their perception's not very good.
Well, I mean, don't we need to get back to the town as fast as possible?
Well, sure. How fast were you trying to? How fast were you trying to go? I mean,
Full speed?
how fast is that?
How fast is that?
I'm
Because we
sorry?
came here. How fast is speed? Because we came here like at medium speed.
you came at medium speed and it took 3 days. Fast speed, you'd probably make it back in 2. And slow speed, you'd be making it back in 4 to 5 days.
Can Guts and Gory go fast though? I mean, they're kind of zombies.
Well, they don't really get tired, so they can probably just run.
Cool.
Okay, so we just have them run after us, I guess. Hopefully they can keep up.
It should be okay.
Alrighty, everybody, pile on.
I'm also gonna have Hugin flying circles around us at basically 100 feet, just kind of scouting out ahead of us since he actually has good perception. And then the zombies following behind us, probably like 40 or 50 feet behind us, just to keep that smell back away from us.
We're all grateful.
Or 30. Let's say 30 feet behind us. And then Hugin flying around at 100 feet so that we can kind of keep our eyes open on what's going on around us. And I'm going to go to sleep in the back because I got level 2 exhaustion.
I wish I could do that. I'm not feeling super great up here.
I'm up here with you, and I'm feeling okay.
That's my way of saying I only have 13 hit points.
Out of character, full health.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
How did you lose hit points?
Wrestling the giant lizard guy.
Oh, yeah.
Where was that truck and the name that... What was the name of that truck that hit me? Oh, it was Quarsh.
Yeah, I heard he has many claws.
He does. Anyways, alright everybody, pile up and let's get ready to go. Might want to put the
Alright.
treasure room back here too.
Yeah, the treasure, oh, we got rid of the keg, but the treasure and the clothing chest we'll put in the wagon, yeah.
Alrighty, and I snap the reins and we're on our way.
Okay, I have to just. I'm rolling up for the days on the road.
17 orcs.
No, since the demon is dead now, it's a much safer area. So it's less likely you'll run into problems.
Would I get my my action surge and second wind back while we're traveling?
After an hour.
Ah, neat.
Can you do a short rest while you're handling a wagon?
Not at a fast pace, no. But if someone else takes the reins from, then
Probably
Then
does
they'd
for
be able
Zeta to
to.
drive.
Zeta, take the reins for the first hour. I need to rest
Sure.
a little bit to get some health and my energy back.
I'm happy to work the horses. Sure, I'm happy to work the horses, definitely.
I'm
Please
gonna
tell me
roll
you're
some hit
recording.
dice.
Please tell me you're recording this.
I am, actually.
Because that
Yes.
taken out of context is so good.
Because what?
That taken out of context is so good.
Here come my hit dice rolls then. Feeling much better now.
So over the course of the first day, nothing really particularly eventful happens. You're just following the dirt road back towards the Milestone Inn. You pass by the same place where you found the puzzle box before. But nothing really out of the ordinary happens. Oh no, you wouldn't pass that yet because you passed that, so that's still on the horizon. But you do end up leaving Guts and Gory pretty far behind on the way.
Oh, we slowing down then.
Actually, I wouldn't mind stopping for a moment. If we want to let them catch up.
We definitely do.
Okay.
That's what you guys want. After we stop, I could take over the reins, Zeta.
Okay. So, Zeta pulls over to the side of the dirt trail, I guess, and hops out and goes to look for the heart of a tree.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't want it too far off.
Boink, boink.
There aren't really too many trees around. I have to roll something really quick. Okay. You're headed, out away from the road, and it seems like there's sort of the ruins of an old, tiny little town. Probably just a homestead even. There's the foundation. You can make it the foundation of 3 houses. This is just a little over the rise away from the road. And there's a few trees on the far side of what looks like a small graveyard.
Near a graveyard, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll walk over to
There's
the
a big
graveyard,
old,
pick up a
there's a big
couple
old maple tree on the edge of the graveyard at the far end.
Yeah, she's gonna pick a wildflower, put it on somebody's grave, and not tear up a giant oak tree at a graveyard. That's not her.
Okay.
She see anybody?
No, this is... Whoever was here probably left a really long time ago.
Oh.
The gravestones are showing the wear. They're... If you had to guess, at least probably 30 or 40 years old.
Oh, conundrum. I want that wood.
Oh my god. Things taken out of context.
You know what? I want to cut it so bad. But
Don't do it.
don't do it?
Do it.
Do it. Oh, I
Do
got the
it.
angel and the devils on my shoulders here.
Do it.
Do we have a third vote, Lorraine?
Yeah, Emperor
You need
Palpatine.
it.
Emperor Palpatine says do it.
Are you trying to get the heartwood?
Yes.
Doesn't need to be alive.
I don't really know. I don't quite understand. I just know I need heartwood.
Right.
Can I
but
figure
I
out a
think
way
there's
to
a
take
special
out
way
a
that you have
piece?
to get it.
Can I get a little piece out and not kill the tree? Is that a thing?
There may be a way with magic, but you're not sure if any of your spells would do it.
Hmm.
Definitely
Yeah.
none of the ones that you've got
It's not.
prepared right now.
It's not gonna. In my opinion, it's not gonna do you any good to take it,
Why is that?
because that's not gonna live unless you do it right, and you just cutting it out isn't gonna work. But you probably know that as a druid.
How do you cut wood so it stays alive? Out of character. I have no idea how that would even work.
Put tar in the wound. If you smear tar on the wound that you make, it should
Right,
seal
but
it.
like the piece of wood that you have left over, how is that alive? I didn't think heartwood needed to
Because
be
she needs to
alive.
get,
Or go ahead.
With magic.
according to the information that she got from Celadry, it would she'd probably need living heartwood from a tree and touch that to the puzzle box.
And you're talking about heartwood is like the middle of a tree, right?
But couldn't you just touch the box to that without cutting it out?
But how would you touch the middle of the tree?
Well, you could just,
Unless you cut a hole through the tree.
well, yeah. Well, we can cut a hole and not kill the tree.
But I don't know how to do that.
It's a pretty big box, though. To put it inside of a tree and touch the middle of the tree?
Maybe you can try to talk to the tree.
I could try to talk to the tree. Maybe the tree knows how to help me. Oh, can I prepare it? Since we're waiting on the zombies anyway?
It would be a long rest, so you would be able to do it if you stay for the night.
Oh, I thought I could, like,
Although
prepare
right
it.
now it is probably about 8 p.m.,
So, yeah, okay, I give up.
so the sun's going down before too much longer anyways.
Alright, I guess I give up. I'm gonna come back. I saw a little old, abandoned homestead over there. With a graveyard and stuff, by the way.
I think what she's suggesting is that it's late anyway. We could rest here. You could prepare your spell, and then in the morning you could.
Oh! Is that what? I missed that.
Yeah, I was saying it's about 8 p.m., so you've only got like another hour or two left if you wanted to continue.
Alright.
Or we could rest and get an early start in the morning.
Well, the reason I'm stopping is I have my puzzle box, or my druid box, and I can't get it open. And I don't want to cut down a tree that's right in the middle of right on the edge of a graveyard. I don't want to kill it.
Yeah, killing trees is not cool.
So, but I can find a tree elsewhere. If you guys want to keep moving.
But we only got a little bit of daylight left. I don't know how much farther we can go. And are those two here yet? Are the zombies actually here yet?
They're just starting to get back. Like, you see them coming up on the horizon now.
Well, I don't mind resting here actually. That actually sounds kind of nice. Do the rest of you want to hunker down for the night?
That's fine. Man, I've been in the back trying to meditate anyway.
Yeah, you'd finish your long rest by now.
Perfect. So no more exhaustion.
Yep, both rings of exhaustion go away and you get your spells back.
Yay!
Ah, look at that. You look like well rested.
I feel so much better now. Okay. At least I did until Roll20 crashed.
There it is.
Perfect.
Alright. So, shall we set up camp now?
Well, sure. You guys can rest, and I'll keep watch all night while I'm teetering around with a couple little spell ideas I've been having.
Sure.
Well, I want to maybe talk to some trees around here to see if I can find a way to get some heartwood without killing them.
Yeah, whatever you want to do there, hippie druid.
Would you? I mean, do you need to find a specific tree to talk to? Because I can help you find one.
Oh,
Hugin's been hanging out in all these trees.
there's a really old one right over there. I thought maybe it would know. But, I mean, I don't think it matters. Or does it matter?
I mean, I don't know that much about druidic magic. I'm sorry. It's not exactly my area of expertise.
I feel obligated to know this right now. But IRL, I'm like, I don't know.
It doesn't seem like something that a tree would know about. Like a technique to cut the heartwood out of a tree without
Right?
killing it.
That doesn't make sense. Alright, I guess,
Oh, while you guys are doing whatever you're doing, I'm gonna practice my shield technique. Just for a little bit, and then when it's time to go to sleep, go to sleep.
Remember that feats, though, are days of training, not hours?
Yeah, but I don't have a day right
Uh,
now.
Yeah, so you don't really have the time to dedicate enough work to it
Oh, dang.
to make any significant impact.
Darn. Oh well. Save it for later then.
kind of want to go check out that abandoned area. Anybody want to go with me?
I mean, I can go with you if you like, but
You don't have to.
I'm just worried about leaving the guys here to be undefended.
True. Stay put. I'll go scope it out.
I'll have Hugin fly over and land on her shoulder. That way, if something goes on, I can telepathically find out from Hugin.
So she's heading back, checking out how big this tree is. If there's any chance she could put the box in there. Probably not, though. I'm just gonna check out or head towards the houses after.
As you approach the tree a little bit, it looks like, well, it's been here for a really long time. It looks like it was probably struck by lightning at some point. So there is
Oh.
like a big groove down the center of the tree,
Oh.
but you're not sure if you'd be able to fit the box inside or not.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna try. Even if it means climbing up the tree a little bit and seeing if I can get a better angle.
Okay. So you're walking up towards the tree and everything, and it seems like it might be the right size for you to slide it in. You're not sure if it would go all the way to Heartwood, but there's definitely a groove there that's wide enough to fit the box into.
Zeta attempts to slide it into the groove.
So you're standing under the tree and you kind of wrestle with it a little, and the bark is bumpy and it makes it a little bit tough to get it in. And then you notice the bark on the right-hand side is starting to slide back slowly. Roll me a dexterity save.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put a picture into the Discord really quick.
Oh, wow.
So, the bark peels back like a lip, and you see teeth that are like the size of your thumb, like daggers, behind the bark, and the whole tree opens up, and it's hollow on the inside. You see a tongue coming up out of the ground, and
Fucking mimics, man.
everything goes black. The tree trunk opens up and swallows Zeta whole.
God damn it, mimics, man. At which point I assume Hugin would be flying back to me.
Hugin, since he was sitting on Zeta's shoulder, is destroyed by the D6 D6 bludgeoning damage, or the 6 bludgeoning damage. So,
God damn it.
Lucian, you lose connection with Hugin.
Well, that's a
Zeta,
tip
you
off.
take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
So I'm immediately gonna kick everybody awake. Get the fuck up, all of you, right now.
Wilfred is still awake doing his practice there.
Oh,
It
yeah.
What's
hasn't
up?
been long.
Time to go. Something happened. I think something's trying to kill Zeta, or Zeta might already be dead. I don't know. Hugin just disappeared. That doesn't happen unless he, I tell him to go away or he dies.
All right then. Wilfred actually reaches to the back of the cart and pulls out another hand axe, and follows after them. Lead the way.
Alright.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting this encounter to happen, so I've got to make sure that I've got
Me
a few
either.
things prepped.
Clearly, I did not expect to get eaten by a tree.
I'm trucking with Guts and Glory. Or Guts and Glory,
Wow.
sorry.
I don't actually have a map prepared for this, so I'm just gonna use this one. Since you're headed back here anyway.
Is it going to be the Milestone map, but kind of to the off of it?
You're still days away, but I just don't have...
Yeah, it's just a visual representation.
I didn't have the token prepared for this yet.
Well, I doubt you plan for Zeta to shove a box into a tree.
I've been
Oh, well, I
looking
didn't
for
get
this
much.
moment for the whole game. From day one, I had that box.
I'll be honest, I was a little too excited by my game coming out, so I didn't end up doing enough prep for the game.
No worries.
It's all good.
No worries.
Lucian, remember to get Guts and Gory's tokens out?
Yep.
And did you bring the halflings along as well?
Well, I woke everybody up, told them what happened, and then I ran off with Wilfred, so I didn't really tell them what to do.
We should leave some people behind to guard
So
the
Pincus
loot.
is following along then.
I say I left them with Remy, so nobody told them anything.
Somebody guard the loot.
Okay.
Yeah, you should do that, Remy.
And I forget her name.
Kaylee?
Kaylee.
Yep.
So what are we looking at, Luthien, as we're running towards
No
where he
idea.
last saw?
Well, you would have seen her climbing up the tree because Hugin
Nope.
was still on her shoulder.
I wasn't looking through Hugin's eyes though.
Oh, it's not automatic?
No, he has to consciously stop seeing out of his own eyes and start seeing out of Hugin's.
Gotcha. Like Bran. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
All he knows is that his connection to Hugin is gone. Which shouldn't happen unless Hugin is on a different plane.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on outside of the fact that Hugin took damage, enough damage to send it back.
And have I just blooped out of existence, really? Or am I inside
You're
this
stuck
tree
inside
still?
the tree.
I'm inside the tree still. Okay. So.
So everyone else comes rushing over the ridge towards the abandoned town. You can sort of see like the remaining foundations of stone buildings, the little graveyard nearby. Zeta is just gone. You have no idea where she is.
I'm gonna look around for footprints.
I need a survival check from Wilfred, and I need a constitution save from Zeta.
Alrighty, so survival. 6,
Well,
damn.
that worked out.
So Zeta, you feel the like rough, almost wooden, solid body squeezing down on you, trying to grind you down.
Mm-hmm.
But thankfully you managed to keep from being crushed and you can still sort of breathe. But, no, it's pitch black so you can't see anything either.
Am I immobile? Can I open the box?
You take another 12 damage from piercing as the teeth dig into you.
Puts me at 16.
Uh,
Ouch.
So you're trying to open the box?
I guess, whatever. It's probably activated now. And it
trying to
might
let out
help
Pinhead?
me. Huh?
You trying to let out Pinhead and the rest
Something.
of the Cenobites? Hellraiser a reference for you guys if you don't know.
No, I got it.
Can I talk to it? No, I didn't cast a spell. Yeah, I want to try to open the box. Maybe what's in there can save my ass.
I have to check back on my notes and make sure that this actually counts or not. Because it's not technically a tree.
Oh.
It's taking the form of a tree, but it's not technically a tree, so I
Oh,
have to double check if it counts.
So it's not
Because
a
I
tree.
did make changes to how mimics work in this world,
Fucking
Oh,
mimics,
it
man.
is
but
a
I still
mimic
have to
then.
check.
Oh, I don't know what the hell a mimic is. Obviously, it can shape into a tree, and it just ate me. Maybe I should try something else then. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Can I light it up?
Uh, light it up like inside?
Like, set the tree fairy fire so they can see that there's something weird with the tree?
You could try, but as far as you know, fairy fire has to be on a place that you can see.
Oh, and I can't see shit, so I'm basically just making it really bright inside the tree. But it is broken. No, it sealed itself back up. I don't know. I suppose I could turn wolf and try to bust out.
Well,
I'm sorry
I
I'm
remember
slow.
I remember she told me that when she was leaving, she was going to go check out this big tree. So I'm going to start investigating the trees to see which one was the big tree that she was talking about to try and find
Right, and there's
where
only
I
one,
Well,
right?
there's only one that's like a really big tree. It's a big maple tree.
Right, and I did
The
say,
others nearby are like smaller pine.
I said it's
Okay.
a big
Or not
old
pine,
one
sorry,
right
birch.
near the graveyard.
She did say that. So
Because
I'm
was like, I don't want to kill it. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna investigate around that tree and investigate the tree to see if there's any clues as to what happened to her after she went to the tree. So I guess I'm making the assumption she got there, but Wilfred did a pretty piss poor job of finding tracks. So
I've been a little low.
You can roll me an investigation check.
okay. Well, how about a crit?
Oh, good.
Yeah?
I really
Um,
need that.
You really did, yeah.
I did. I was
When
scared.
you're coming up to the tree, the tree looks normal, but you can see like bits of brown hair poking out through the crack down the middle that looks like kind of like lightning strike. And then you realize that's the same color as Zeta's hair. And the trunk shifts just the tiniest little bit. It's really difficult to notice, but the tree is moving, and hair is coming out of the tree. This tree might have eaten Zeta.
Yay. I mean, what?
Wilfred immediately pulls out his halberd and goes to town on the tree.
Fucking mimics, man. Cut this bitch down. I'm gonna put both Guts and Gory on hacking at it too.
Let me go around the opposite way just so we could make it easier. A triangle of chopping. So do I roll my halberd attack?
Yeah, you can roll your attack, sorry. I'm still trying to find this in my notes.
Ah, damn it.
Alright, let me do Guts and Gory. Axe. Oh, what? That just... Okay, that rolled damage, but not an attack. Oh no, that was the attack. Oh, it's just so shitty.
Yeah, we're not doing good.
I was like, why
so
did
you
it roll
both-
damage? Oh my god.
Yeah, so Wilfred and the orcs all swing at the tree,
Missed the tree.
but they don't have much luck. They're swinging, like... You're swinging at a really dense bark. It's a
we
lot
get-
heavier than you expected, so it doesn't really seem to do much.
Do we get like advantage at least because we're like triangulating it?
I would
We'll
appreciate it.
say that one of the juggernauts has advantage for flanking.
I rolled a 9. How am I rolling 9s?
And
How?
Pincus deals 9 damage with his broken sword.
It's all
Hey, that's better.
9s. What's
Uh,
wrong?
there are sort of rounds to this.
Oh, sorry.
I should put the initiative counter up.
How am I rolling a 3 every time?
I am as well.
Dude, you did too. What the fuck? We rolled 4 3s in a row. What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
And you still need to get the tokens for Guts and Gory.
Are they? They're out there.
I don't see them.
Did we switch maps?
Yeah, did we switch maps?
Yeah.
Oh no, we didn't.
Oh. Oh, well, that's my bad. I moved over to it, but I forgot to move you to it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Better?
Okay.
Ah!
One time. Guts. And Gory.
Put Pimkiss on the other side. We gotta coordinate to chop this tree down, apparently.
Ah, Jesus. We're doing a fantastic job, let me tell you.
Not really, no.
Little fucking 6.
We're not rolling the initiatives, they're just... Everybody's on the initiative that they're on.
Okay.
Numbers.
Because
Well,
the
that didn't
mimic
work.
kind of... It just completely caught Zeta by surprise, then she was next, and then everybody else is as they entered. Um,
That's what I feel like right now.
Oh, God.
I apparently don't know how to share a picture.
you can right-click on it and new copy image. And then it'll just send the image instead of the link.
There we go. I was looking up stuck in a tree and it came up with that one.
Oh, God. Okay. So. It's now the mimic's turn to chomp on her, or what?
I had to check the last of the notes there. So yeah, actually, Zeta, there's a very brief flash of green
Mm-hmm.
that kind of lights things up a little bit. And you almost wish that it hadn't, because it kind of gives you the view of nightmares as you're just stuck
Oh.
inside a tree and there's like rows of giant teeth, 2 of them right in front of you.
Oh.
And they're just like trying to press down into you, and there's one is like pressed up against your forehead and one is tearing into your cheek.
Close the box.
The light goes away like right after just a moment of a flash.
Put that away and keep fighting my way out.
You can make a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's terrible.
Got 20.
Oh.
Gosh. 3s.
Another 3!
More 3s.
So you're trying to push back against it, but it's just bearing down on you so hard. And you take another 3 piercing damage.
Oh.
And then it's your go, Zeta.
Gosh, I wish I had like something like Thunder Wave, or let's see. How about... No, the Moonbeam does damage to me, right?
Anything inside the circle, yeah?
Yeah. I'm already hurting.
You could always try to shillelagh it.
She doesn't really have the room to
You
move
still
around,
have
so to
speak with
swing.
plants
Yeah.
on, right? Are there
Oh.
other plants around?
You could try wild shaping into.
That's what I was thinking. Going wolf and see if I can just, by sheer pressure, bust out of it.
Something big.
Take some damage, but it would be your wolf form taking damage.
Right? Yeah. I want to do that.
Okay.
Or you could wild shape into like a termite.
That would take a while to get out, I think.
Or she'd be killed instantly.
I just like the idea of it
True.
exploding out on the size of, like, a wolf or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing I can really do. And I don't have thunder wave. So yeah, let me wild shape into a bear.
Okay.
That's bigger than the
What?
wolf, right?
The dire wolf is about the same size as the bear, actually. It's just longer limbed.
But with the bear, there's a scratch and a bite.
Yep. I don't think we've got a token for your
Let's go
bear
with the
yet,
wolf.
though, so we'll just use the wolf token.
Yeah, I'll just be wolf.
Werewolf.
Bearwolf, werewolf.
Rah. Whoa! Ah!
That's a big wolf. God
Yeah,
damn.
it's not that big.
The tree just explodes and a gigantic Gamera wolf just pops out.
I actually have to roll to see. Because it has to... It can hold something up to large, but it's not prepared for something large right now, so... Yeah, so... Suddenly the trunk of the tree bulges larger, and you see for just a moment that split pulls open enough to see the back of the giant wolf form Zeta just took, poking out a little bit. It starts trying to pull shut again, but it's partially open right now at least. And did you want to do something with your action, Zeta?
I want to bite.
Okay. Make an attack with disadvantage.
The tree still gotcha.
Roar!
Damn.
Unfortunately, you're kind of biting and scratching, but there's nothing really to bite onto
Ugh.
where you are. So your fangs just scrape on wood and don't really seem to do anything.
Had to try.
Then we get back to Lucian.
Alright, I'm gonna acid splash because I sure as fuck don't want to set it on fire with her in it.
Okay.
Probably be a bad idea. So, acid splash. Fucking 4 damage, goddamn. Okay. That's assuming it doesn't save.
No, actually, it doesn't save. But the acid hits the bark and just runs off like water.
Oh, god damn it. Well, alright then. Guess that's it for me. Not much else I can do.
And then we get back to Wilfred.
So, halberd swing again.
Mhm.
Is it normal or advantage on this side?
Advantage for having guts flanking.
Here we go. Thank
That's a
God.
hit.
10.
You rolled a fucking 1 first. Jesus.
And
Oh.
there's a weighty thunk as the halberd bites in deep, peels through a good layer of bark, and there's a weird, like, frothy, whitish liquid starts to spill forth from where you cut in.
Ugh. Gotta keep
That gets us
chopping.
to Pincus, I guess. Who makes another swing with his longsword, but it seems like his first one was kind of a fluke and doesn't really do anything. Then the zombies?
Alright. They're both gonna try to chop at the same time. Kabam! Kabam!
Both of them hit.
Okay.
One of them has advantage too for flanking with Wilfred, so roll again to see if you get a crit.
Nah,
Okay.
21, but not quite. So,
Good
21
damage.
damage.
And again, when their axes sink in, it's the same, like, frothy white liquid. Uh... And the tree is... It's kind of given up on the disguise now. And the branches start to move. As it does, one branch sweeps in your direction, Wilfred, as it kind of twists and turns.
Ow.
And the other comes in Gory's direction. But that's only +7 is a 16, which doesn't beat his AC.
Nope.
So it swings at him, but it just kind of, his head tilts over to the side as it smashes across his helmet. He's... zombie orc.
Oh, brains.
So, how much does it hit me for?
You take 6 bludgeoning damage
Oof,
as it
stupid.
slams you and really staggers you. And Zeta takes another 9 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Jesus fuck. Nice thing is at least you have the hit points of the direwolf. now.
Right? And, speaking of which, go for another bite. Roar! Ooh.
Hey,
This time you manage to... There's not really a whole lot to bite onto, but you manage to sink your teeth a little deeper into the bark. And you feel something spraying against the inside of your mouth. It tastes horrible, though. It's like chewing on soap.
Not letting go.
Okay?
roll your damage.
Oh. Oh.
Um... I
Alright.
believe that does break threshold, though.
Threshold?
Say that again?
No, not quite. It has a threshold that it has to make saves to see if it keeps hold on something.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's that creature has to try to break out. But being a huge creature, it has to take 40 damage or more in one round to beat the threshold, which forces a save.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, it's Luthien's turn.
Yeah. Okay. I'm She'll be alright. I'm just gonna start fucking hitting it with fire. I'm
Okay.
going to Scorching Ray as a level 3 spell.
Whoa.
So, hold on. I think that's 4 Scorching Rays, I think. Yes. Okay. So, 4 Scorching Rays. 1. No.
Oh.
This is 2. 3.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
hey!
oh shit!
That kind of pays off.
Touchdown!
This is an interesting thing. So, I guess let's figure out what happens on that one.
Roll me a D8. So the first, like, you feel the spell gathering and you feel like you've definitely got a lot of energy in this one. And then as you let the rays forth, one of them launches straight into Pincus's side.
Oof.
One just careens off into space and vanishes in the distance. And then the other two slam straight into against the side of the tree. So roll me damage for the crit fail and then for the 2 crits.
So 3 to Pincus.
Come on, those crits. Not bad.
16, 21.
28
28.
total.
Mm-hmm.
And Pincus now, like, suddenly on fire is, what the heck is wrong with you? And starts, like, tamping at the fire.
He does that occasionally.
There's only 2 people I haven't set on fire now. Oh no, 1. Just 1. Okay, that's my turn.
That comes back to Wilfred.
Halberd again, and wow,
That's a hit.
I am definitely gonna re-roll that one. D10, so there we go.
Oh shit.
14.
Yeah. So that was 28 and 14, right?
Mm-hmm. So that goes over 40.
28 and 40. So it has to make it save. Which it fails. So Zeta is suddenly disgorged right on top of Pincus. He's like still patting out the fire, and then
Poor halfling.
Zeta, all of a sudden the world is lit up again as you spill out on your back. And there's kind of a ah! As you land on top of something.
Zeta rights herself because clearly she felt, falling on somebody and tries to get out of the way.
And Pincus is, like, climbs back up on his feet a little shaky, and this is the worst team ever.
Zeta goes
Damn
over
straight.
and starts licking him in the face to try to make it better.
Damn
Go
straight, Pincus.
retard.
So in the middle of combat, he stops his turn and stop. That's not funny. It's not the time for this. And he's just kind of like pitting down your cheeks and trying to pat you away.
Alright.
So it comes to Gory's turn.
Go team retard. And then advantage on this one. Not that that mattered.
Yeah, just a question. When you've got like a really large thing, don't you have is there like some kind of advantage to hit it? On a
No, they just
Usually they
depend
just
on
have really poor AC if they're a really big easy
Okay.
target.
right.
Like this one, its AC is only 12
Oh god, I
because
missed
it
by
sits
one.
still. It's huge and
Hmm.
it sits still and it's just wood.
Huh.
Right. And these stupid juggernauts still can't hit it.
Yep.
These
Well, they're
orc
hitting it, but they're
zombies.
zombies and they're kind of clumsy, so they're just
Well, he
hitting it at a
rolled.
bad
He's
angle with
rolled
the axe.
nines and stuff a lot with them too.
Yeah.
Same.
Actually, that's not even a 9. It's a 3. Because they have +6. I'm literally rolling a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Whoa.
good.
You
So,
got
Wow.
one of them got hit. Good hit in though.
15.
You can see, like, the tree is starting to sag now. It seems like these chops that are draining the liquid out of the tree are sort of... That might be what keeps it upright, is it uses this kind of fluid to inflate an amorphous body. So the tree is sagging and, like, the branches are starting to pop back into the other parts as it starts to lose the shape of the tree and the texture of the bark starts to disappear. Um, so the bark, it goes from the sort of brownish color and fades into a translucent sort of whitish as all of the branches are coming back in towards the main body. It's still like really tall, upright, like a tree trunk, but the roots start pulling up out of the ground, tendrils that pull up out of the dirt. As the tree shrinks down and just starts uprooting itself.
fucking running. The tree's trying to run.
It makes kind of a half-hearted swipe at Guts, though.
Doesn't it?
Which is... I'm not sure if I should even bother rolling.
Well, Guts only has a 20 AC.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a very good attack now that it's injured. Well, not compared to how good it was before, at least. Nope, still falls short. So it swings and he kind of rocks a little bit as it conks him over the head. And then it comes back to Zeta's turn.
I definitely want to go in for another bite, but can I fit? Like before, I was kind of on him, basically.
Well, he's a small creature, so you can
Right.
actually just step right over him,
All right, cool.
being large.
So I wanted to move in then and take a bite out of it.
Okay.
Oh, that was disadvantage?
You don't have disadvantage anymore, but 13 was your first roll, and that's still a hit.
That's
Don't
nice.
forget pack tactics.
Oh, that's true, so you have advantage, so 23 is actually what you hit with.
Oh, nice.
8.
So when you kind of hop over Pincus's head, you chomp down into one of the roots as it's trying to run away.
Yes, definitely.
And the whole thing topples. When you chomp into the root and shake and tug at it, it just tips over away from you, and you drag it in towards you by the root. So it goes back to Luthien.
So it's prone now?
Mhm.
Damn it.
You could always stab it.
I could always stab it. You are correct. I could always stab it. Not going to though. Fuck it. I'll just firebolt it at disadvantage. It's fine. Eh, it still hits.
Huh, good job.
Okay. No,
Oh,
a 1 and a 2.
that's
Yeah,
sad.
baby. Yeah, baby. 1 and a 2. Doing things.
It really doesn't burn as much as wood would, especially with all of the whatever kind of fluid is splashing all over it. So you hit with the fireball, but it doesn't really do as much as you would have hoped. It mostly just fizzles out after the splashing all over itself. And that comes back to Wilfred.
Gonna move up to it and then bring the halberd down on it.
Mhm.
So,
Advantage because it's prone,
hua.
and that's definitely a hit.
I might as well reroll that. It's only a 3, so let's see. Another 10!
You can only reroll a 1 or a 2.
Oh, that's right. Never mind then. So it's only, dang, I was hoping I'd get that 10. No, 7. 7's good.
Okay. Pincus kind of hurries up behind your leg, Zeta. Makes his own stab at the the fallen over knot tree.
Not tree.
And then it's Corey's turn.
Alright. Chop. And
That's a hit.
chop.
Don't forget the advantage.
Yep, I was just doing advantage on the second one. But alright, so they both
They would both get it
it's
too.
prone, so they both get advantage.
Oh! Okay, well then let me just roll a regular one for the first guy. Ah, it doesn't matter, okay.
Okay, so both hit.
10 and 9.
And as the two Juggernaut axes fall on the tree thing, it falls still.
Zeta,
It's
I don't know.
still, like, spitting the weird, frothy liquid there. But it just completely lays still after those hits.
Yeah, we did it. We killed the tree.
Aroo!
Zeta, I don't know how you can be friends with these things. They're kind of jerks, and it tried to eat you.
Aroo!
Don't backtalk me. The thing tried to eat us.
Don't dogs do that?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna lift your leg and pee on the tree or something.
Oh. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Zeta.
You know what?
Hang on, let me
You
cut
know
a
what?
sample.
She's don't dogs circle around shit they're gonna go to the bathroom on?
I'm more interested in knowing whether you shape change into a female or male direwolf.
You know, some dogs, like some male dogs still just squat. They don't have to like throw a leg up.
My 150-pound Saint Bernard squats like a girl.
Right? See? So maybe she could be a little, like, slick about it.
So what you're saying is, since he squats, then your direwolf can be a female and still lift the leg. Got you.
I don't know. There's a lot of fur. Don't look so close. Stop looking at my junk. Roar, roar.
Well, as I heft my halberd up, obviously this thing is some kind of magical tree slash monster slash I don't know what the hell it is, but you guys can deal with it now. I'm gonna go back and take a nap. I'm gonna walk back towards the carriage.
When Wilford gets back, I asked him, what happened, man?
You ever seen nature attack something? Like wolves attack people?
Yeah, I've seen wolves attack people.
It turns out trees
wolves
can
attack-
attack people.
What are you saying?
I just had
You
an
got
interesting.
attacked by trees?
Yes, one tree.
One tree.
Ruff.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a tree or not. It looked like a tree, but
I don't.
yeah, it was eating her.
Arrgh.
You guys were fighting a tree. And it looks like the tree almost won by the looks of you.
What, like
Okay.
me or Zeta?
I don't know, Zeta looks kind of beat up. You don't look too bad.
Well, it hit me with a
in her wolf
branch.
form- In her wolf form, Zeta doesn't look too bad, though.
No,
Oh,
you probably
okay.
wouldn't see the amount of damage she has now, because it'd be under the fur type of thing.
Well,
As a tiefling,
Alright,
though,
well.
I would look rough.
You already did.
Thanks.
Mm.
Nobody likes tieflings.
well, I'm glad you were able to take care of the tree without me. I actually don't think I would have been much help against a tree anyway with this. And I pull out my rapier and kind of do some
That's
little pokey motions.
It's more helpful if the thing has
And
blood.
then I pull out my club and I'm like,
Dance
you think
club.
the can trees dance?
We
Hmm?
could have found out. We could have found out if that tree could dance.
But we need something to
Maybe
acquire a treasure.
Maybe the next time we fight a tree, I'll see if it can dance.
So
Well,
Zeta, why are you here? I thought you were gonna investigate the tree.
Oh. Zeta sniffs
Bye,
the tree.
Zeta.
Ruff, and runs back to the tree.
Wilfred's gonna lay down.
the mimic.
Since everyone left,
I didn't leave.
when you come back over the ridge... Oh, sorry, when Luthien's still the only one left then.
Yeah, I was planning on burning it.
Yeah, when you're the only one left and you start casting your spell, it gets back up.
Bitch, get back
Oh.
here. I cast slow on it.
Okay, is there... Which saving throw is that?
It's a great question. Wisdom, I think. Hold on. Yep, wisdom.
Okay.
Ah, fuck.
It's not very fast, though. Especially with its speed halved.
Swing on
Get
it,
out of-
Orkies.
Get out of Guts and Glory, go! Fucking chase that son of a bitch. Chop at him. Chop at him. Give him the chop. Give him the chop chop.
I'm just gonna lay down and sleep.
So it takes off through the birch trees in the back.
Are we fast enough that Guts and Gory can keep up and just keep
They
smashing
can
it?
make an opportunity attack, and you can make one more ranged attack against it.
Okay.
After that, it'll kind of start to outpace you a little. Well, not really outpace, but it'll outpace the zombies, and it'll be too
Whoa.
difficult to keep chasing.
That's a lot
All
of
3 of those hit? Yeah, all of those hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
X.
Oof.
X.
Oof.
Scorching ray. Scorching ray. Scorching ray.
Ouch.
Whoa, this is pretty good.
Yep. And
47.
to give you an idea, Lucian,
Yeah.
you killed it by 6 hit points.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Fucking
So
listen
this
to me.
time, when you hit it, the axes chop down and take off a couple of the tendrils.
It's a good
And then
thing
the
because you
scorching
probably
light
wouldn't have
blasts
heard
a
of the
big
end of it
hole
if Remy
straight
finds
through
out.
it.
It's a good thing because you wouldn't hear the end of it from Remy if you found out not only did you fight a tree, but the tree ran away, got away.
Okay. Now that it's on the ground, I'm just gonna firebolt it over and over and over until it just burns
You're not-
away.
You're not gonna try to investigate it or take parts? How often do you see a walking tree?
God damn it. I guess you're right. Fuck.
I mean,
Thing's
I
gonna
don't
get back
care.
up. This fucker's gonna get back up. I know it is.
Just cut it in half.
No, when it was almost dead, when it was down to like 40 hit points, it feigned death.
Oh.
It chose to skip its next turn and stay still instead of getting back up. And since it's indistinguishable from anything else when it's staying still, you just assumed it was dead.
So you fought a tree, the tree tricked you, and then it almost ran away. Got it.
So what are you gonna do with the tree?
I guess I'll
I'm
investigate
gonna
it.
sniff it with Luthien.
So Lucian, you've never seen a mimic before. You've heard stories about them, but they're usually... The stories are always that they're something valuable. They're
The
a
treasure
treasure
chest.
chest or something along those lines.
Mhm.
Could you roll me a history check?
Sure. Oh my god, I rolled a 2. Jesus.
You would think that the reason that they're usually treasure chests or something like that is probably that they're guaranteed to have someone that comes close. So it seems like whatever shape they take is something that's to ensure they have something to eat. So a tree in a graveyard, you're pretty sure that everything that was buried here is probably eaten.
Oh, it eats dead things. Crazy.
Well, it probably took the shape of a tree in a graveyard so that it could eat the people that were buried and eat the people that were burying people.
What about birds that were trying to make a nest or something?
Anything
them
that
too.
happened to be nearby.
What about tieflings that are trying to talk to it?
I didn't
Them
get
too.
that far. Oh. Rrr.
It's also not technically a plant, so the spell wouldn't have worked anyway. You did see a result from your chest, though. Or
Say that again?
the puzzle box did
Oh.
see a result, though.
Yeah,
That was that flash of green.
I had nightmares. Waking nightmares, like it's Pandora's box or something crazy.
You're being eaten by a tree. That is a waking nightmare.
True. But it made it worse, didn't it?
Well, it was just when you saw the inside of the tree, it was horrifying because you were just staring straight at a bunch of giant teeth pointed straight at you.
That'll do you.
That'll do it. Yep, for sure.
You could always go back to Zeta if you wanted to speak.
Right. I think I will. Because I need to rest as her too.
Like a short rest? Because we're
Actually, yeah, I won't be able to rest.
trying to travel. We just got done with a long rest, right?
Well, no, you didn't finish a long rest. It was just Lucian
Oh.
did, because he started while you were still on the road.
Super
And he
glad I
only
did
needs
that.
4 hours.
Super glad I did that.
So right now it's like 10:30, so it's dark now, like the sunset just finished fading not long ago.
I never thought I'd be fighting a tree.
I never thought I'd be eaten by one.
Remy, if I could confide in you,
Yeah, what? What's up?
my past week with this group has put me through many trials I never thought I would go through. And this past week, fought a giant demon frog, fought a giant snake guy, fought other lizard reptilian folk, and now I just got through fighting a giant living tree.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I didn't even see the tree.
You can go ahead now. I can guard the chest. You want to go take a look at that monstrosity?
I think I'm good. I'll take your guys' word for it. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff.
This shall haunt me for a little while.
I mean, I've heard some pretty crazy stories anyway, you know. Traveling with storytellers and things like that. I mean, I to be honest, I have heard about, you know, living things or things that, you know, inanimate things that come alive and attack people. So, but I don't know if I've never really heard of a tree doing that, but who knows? A strange place.
Mm,
There are
truth to
strange
that.
things out there. I'm sure it won't be the strangest thing we fight. We could have more adventures to come. But I think we have a pretty solid group of adventurers, so we should maybe continue to work together. You know, if you guys help me find my brother, you know, I can help you with whatever it is that you seek.
Well, I don't mind helping you find your family. Family is very important and all.
Well, we're not going to really find my father. And yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't heard news about my mother. I don't think that I'm welcome back there. We'll just say that. I'll tell you why maybe someday. But I do want to find my brother.
I don't mind helping you with that. It's kind of comforting knowing somebody else has family issues. Well, I'm gonna rest now. I wasn't feeling very good before that thing hit me, and Lord knows I'm not feeling well afterwards.
Okay, you rest. I will keep watch until the others return.
So Zeta's not in her wild shape anymore?
No, she's not.
So when you return to your tiefling form, when you expected to be holding the puzzle box, instead there's something small in the palm of your hand.
Oh, she opens up her palm slowly and looks down.
And it's just a tiny little ring.
Ooh, sparkly.
And it gets your attention. It looks pretty, and it looks like it's full of cherry blossoms almost. And then it strikes you for a second. This is... Your Master Feek had this ring.
Who had it?
Your Master Feek.
Oh, my master had this. This is my master's ring. Wow.
But it was in a box. On the side of the road in Aloriest.
How could I have found this?
This reminds you of something that Sprake had mentioned before when you got to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
That Vincent had beaten you to Ryphen. Vincent might have been the one that left the puzzle box.
For me?
Possibly.
Or maybe he couldn't get in it?
Maybe he couldn't get in it. Maybe he put it in your path so that it was a warning to you. You're not
Oh.
totally sure.
Well, I'm guessing he wanted me to know about this a while ago.
Mystery.
Can I put it on?
Yeah? It's a small, dark wood ring. You're not really sure what makes up the gemstone at the top, but it's like fused with the wood. It's just a smooth transition between wood straight into the gemstone.
Cool.
It doesn't seem to do anything, but it is still a ring.
So I should rest, but I want to attune to the thing on the off chance. But I feel like I
Well,
should rest.
you can attune as part of a long rest.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
Um,
And FYI, if it's something, I feel guilty about my crab claw cuff. So I would share.
You fail to attune to the ring, though. It doesn't seem to have an attunement.
Oh.
You know your master wasn't much for wearing anything unless, like, anything fancy looking unless it had a purpose,
Purpose, right?
but you don't know what the purpose is to this ring.
I'll keep it. Maybe it's a key to something.
So add to your inventory Ring of Spring. And
Have
this
you
is the
guys-
second tailored magic item on the back end thing, by the way.
Oh,
dang
But it's
but it's not mine.
it's kind of complicated. And you won't know for sure anything about it until it's identified.
Dun dun dun.
Damn, I wish we had a fucking wizard in the party that could do things like that. Oh well, I guess we'll just stick with this asshole.
When you get back, by the way, I want to make a note. Since we're going to be staying here the night, or going to be setting out early in the morning, maybe you should tell your zombies to run ahead so they get a head start.
And that could end really poorly, but okay.
I mean, worst thing is that they get killed again.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell them to just keep on walking down the road and kill everything they see.
Don't do that.
We'll figure it out later.
Tell them to make the peace sign with their hands.
The peace sign?
Peace. When they run into creatures,
That-
they just
Is that where you hold your weapon up?
Stop it right now.
We're zombies, but peaceful zombies.
I'll just tell them to go brains as they run down the street.
Ugh. So long rest time, yay!
Yay!
Not feeling good over here.
So it's a relatively ordinary night. Otun, one of the moons, is crescent, just a crescent in the sky, and the other one, I forget its name right now. Uldir is, still a full moon. So there's one moon is just like a sliver, and the other one is the full moon in the sky right now. And it passes on to the 23rd of Sun Moon. When you wake up. With 2 more days of travel ahead of you, and then a week's journey north into Imrand should put you at the festival a day before it begins.
Yay!
Perfect.
Do I get 2 hit dice back or 3?
You recover half of your total hit dice.
Yeah, but we're level 5.
Round it up or round
That's
it
a
down?
good question. I'll double check really quick.
Most of the time you round things up, so I would assume you round it up.
Yeah, it's usually round up, but sometimes it's round down. Well, usually for class stuff it's round down.
Oh, true.
Either way, I'm content with 2 hit dice and like a full health. Hopefully Quarsh doesn't just pop out of the woods like, hey, wanna fight again?
Show me what you can do with that shield.
Yeah, we'll round up. It doesn't say whether it's round up or round down.
Thank you. Sleep time.
And Luthien, you wanted to spend your time, so you have 6 hours that you can spend today instead of 4
Excellent.
on your spell tweaking.
Yes. So I want to spend that on Dancing Lights first because it's one I've been working with.
Mhm.
I think that should be enough time for me to get that to where I was trying to get it.
Yeah. And what was the effect you were trying to accomplish again?
Sticking it to stuff.
Right. And yeah, I think it was 6 hours. Was it 6 hours that you had left on it, or how many was it?
I think it was.
Okay, so just as the sun is coming up, you've figured out how to manage to stick your dancing lights onto things, and then each one will just stay stuck to that object, even if it goes beyond the
10 feet.
beyond the normal range limit.
Nice.
They still don't
Perfecto.
make a whole lot of bright light or anything, but
It's something.
it would be possible to stick one to each member of the party.
Yep. Perfect. All right, cool.
I think we should just call this one a short session since we started a bit late. There wasn't all that much
Yeah.
prepared, and then just finish. Might be a good place to kind of wrap it up and then move on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's probably the best time to just wrap up.
Well, do you want
We'll-
to see if we get to the milestone inn without any issues over the next 2 days? Because that'd be a
Sure.
great place to start off. Next session is at the milestone inn. Turn in our stuff, talk to people, buy stuff, and then head out.
We do a long rest and then travel for a day.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even remember that we had that encounter on the roadside, and I'd just think, why are we right outside the Milestone Inn already? So we might as well just say that we made it.
Yeah, we
Or
made it.
I'll roll for any encounters, but I don't think there are any because with the demon dead, the majority of the countryside in Rafen is pretty safe.
Yeah, except for mimics.
Except things that have been around a long time.
Maybe
Fucking
some
mimic ain't around
bandits.
Bandits. Ooh, maybe that rogue lady again. Remember her?
I turned her into a fish.
Oh, that's true. But what about her friends? You didn't turn her friends into fish.
We killed them.
That except for that one guy. He ran away.
No, we killed all of them, but
No, the archer one ran away.
yeah, okay.
He's like, I'm getting out of here. No, this is not what I planned. Cause like I was shouting at him, don't make me come up there.
Out of character, to be fair, we don't actually know if that chick lived or not because I cast sleep on her, and she would have gone all the way to the bottom until she took any damage and actually woke up, and then who knows if how much HP she had left.
She
That's
had
true.
2 hit points left, I told you.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
Because
she
she was
prob-
supposed to be a recurring character, and then you almost killed her in the first round of combat.
yeah, so she probably drowned
Oh well.
because sleep doesn't wear off until you take damage. So the only way she survives is if she takes 1 damage off of the drown damage and then somehow manages to surface before taking any more.
That or if her friend decided to double back and save her, but I doubt it. Who knows? We might run into her later.
That's true, actually.
Oh well. Things to ponder for a later time.
She'd have been,
But
dead
yay!
and been real lucky.
I mean, she did survive a crit and a sneak attack.
Yeah, y'all did a lot of damage right off.
Keep in mind that was when I was drunk too. What a great night.
That was a really fun session, Zero.
Yeah.
We tried to kill each other, then we tried to kill other people. Then that lady got mad at us.
And then she beat the crap out of Loremi.
Oh yeah, she
Hit him with a
crossbow
crossbow, yeah.
butted you.
She pistol whipped him with a crossbow.
Forgot about that.
Terrible customer service.
Oh my god, you're still on about that.
I mean, I feel like it's true to Remy's character though. Like, if we run into them like months later, he's still gonna be pissed off that she pistol whipped him with a crossbow.
Is this how you treat your guests? I'm appalled, madam.
She probably wouldn't even remember. Like, who are you?
Well, I mean, we have her kids, so or
Oh
her.
yeah, they probably remember us
friend.
pretty well.
True enough.
To be fair, she doesn't know we have them.
True, they escaped and have been
And-
following us for a while.
And that works for us because then if they die, we don't have to take responsibility.
Got a big heart there,
Yeah.
Luthien.
Mm.
Massive.
Swollen and rotten.
Yep.
Man.
All right. So we end up in any encounters in those 2 days?
Nothing of note, just some narrative stuff.
Okay. Perfect then. That worked out
So
great.
if there's any, like, conversations that you guys want to roleplay out next week, try to, well, I guess not even next week, in a couple of days.
2 days.
Then try to write down a note so you can remind yourself.
Right on.
And remember to get Gage to come in, because I should be able to get him in this session.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna have to go find him then and